Hooray, hooray. Hello and welcome. That song has just become a theme. Anytime I hear it now, I just want to bounce along and I think of all of us together on a Sunday or together online watching a replay, which I do often. My name is Melissa K. Allen. My pronouns are she, her, and I am practitioner here at our nurturing and loving space that we call the New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. I'm so thrilled that you chose to be here with us in community today. Thank you so very much for choosing to be here. This is an inclusive progression? Sure. It is technically. Progressive is the word I was looking for, Alex, and compassionate community. And we're here dedicated to doing our own inner work and then living that and walking that out into the world, allowing us to be a little bit more light and shine a little brighter in a world that certainly needs our love. So if you are new or new-ish, please know that we have created this space for you exactly as you are today, right now. Everyone is welcome here. We honor all paths of the divine, and we honor and respect and are grateful for you. If you want information about who we are and what we do and where we do it and all the doings, there's lots of doings, please visit our website, newthoughtcsl.org. A link will be posted for you online. And right outside those doors is a welcome tables. Please go and visit. Very friendly faces with answers. So please come by and say hi. Now, every Sunday, we do take a moment and recognize that here in Lake Oswego, we are on the ancestral land of the Kalapuya people, and we affirm Indigenous history, experiences, and sovereignty. Folks online, hi! So happy you're here. If you haven't already, you know the drill. If you'd like to participate in our candle lighting, please go and grab a candle, something with which to light it. We will be moving into our musical meditation in just a moment. We have a candle that we'll be lighting here. This is a wonderful way to keep that energy flowing and stay in connection. So I invite you to join us if you would like to do so. And another way that we can stay connected is to actually settle into and speak out loud and empower our why we choose to be here in community on Sundays. And if you will do that with me, we will speak out loud our vision and our mission. Please join me. Our vision, recognizing our oneness, we envision a world that works for everyone and all creation. And our mission, providing spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Speaking of global, we were just speaking to you about candles, but I want to formally thank and welcome all of our folks online. Practitioners Cindy Gomez and Annette Nelson are holding the fort on YouTube right now. It's a very vibrant community that meets every Sunday so that we can be in connection, in energy. So if you would do me a favor and turn around and wave to our friends online, to our beloveds that are tuning in, and I guarantee they're waving back. I know it is a fact. We talk about this. So thank you. I'm so glad that we're here, and I'm so grateful for the technology that lets us do this. Let's see, what else? We have beautiful flowers that were provided today. These are from Joni Spradlin. Joni. They're so beautiful. And you know what we're celebrating? This is in honor of peace in our lifetime. And so it is, Joni. And so it is, absolutely. It's one of our mottos here, isn't it? Thank you. If you haven't already, I'm going to invite you to silence your cell phones because we have wonderful things happening. Rev Shannon is here with our message today. Brian Harris is here with the musical message. He's going to sing for us. Oh, I love it when Brian gets up to sing. And so let's take a moment and help me invite practitioner Terry Christopher up to welcome us or bring us into our opening blessing. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, practitioner Melissa K. Let's take a moment to settle into this space. And if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes, rest them, cast them down, look at the candles, and take a breath of life. That breath that breathes each one of us here. That breath that is all there is. It is that breath of life, light, that breath of peace, and that breath of oneness. As we gather here today in community to celebrate all of that. A place of peace to land in a time that challenges those thoughts. Yet peace is never far. It is always living, breathing, and within every cell of our being. And I celebrate all of this. And I celebrate all of the many hands, those people who are working behind the scenes to bring us this time together. And I also celebrate knowing that the offering, the gift that Rev Shannon provides for us today, there is something in there for us to take away. Each individually will take something, and as a collective, we will live into that space of peace, of light, of love. And celebrating all of this and feeling the gratitude in knowing it all. Breathing into that sacred space again and allowing it all to be. Blessed be. And so it is. And this is our time to move into putting prayer to music. And for those of you at home, here's the time to light your candle. And please rise as you are able.
Let this great power wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through. I don't have to wonder what to say or what to do. Just let this great power wash through. Let me see God's light in you, Oh, let me see God's light in you, I don't have to seek to see the truth. Just let me see God's light in you. Let this great power wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through. I don't have to wonder what to say or what to do. Just let this great power wash through. Let this great power wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through. I don't have to wonder what to say or what to do. Just let so it is.
Hello. In honor of the International Day of Peace, I'd like to read my poem called A Place of Peace that was written for me. Deep within, there is a place, so quiet, so peaceful, so full of grace, so utterly filled with unknown space where truth itself resides. To probe the depth and width and height, to look beyond this day's plight, to seek the refuge from our fright, we probe the depth from pure insight. Break down the walls where none should be. Heal the barriers between you and me. To walk beside my brother, heal the wounds my sister bears. Create a world that we dream up, rid her of the man-made fear, pull back the curtain, look ourselves full in the mirror. Let us seek the peace that passes understanding. Let us know the place it resides, not the words and slogans written on shifting sands society demands, a world unplanned, but quiet our minds and look inside, where peace has always been, where God will always be, life without end, where our real life begins. And so it is. Blessed be.
Thank you, hon. That was beautiful. Happy Sunday. Happy autumn. Right on time. All right. Upon a star, your dreams will take you very far. When you wish upon a dream, life ain't always what it seems, oh yeah. What you see are not so clear, in the sky so very dear. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be. You can truly be. Shining star come into view, to shine a watchful light on you, give you strength to carry on, make your body big and strong, oh yeah. Born a man, child of the sun, I saw my work had just begun, found I had to stand alone, I'm blessed now, I'm on my own, oh yeah. So if you find your every need, won't you listen to these words and heed? Be a tiny grain of sand, words of wisdom, yes I can. Come on. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Oh, doesn't it feel good to kind of dance it out a little bit? It's been a bit of a week. We got to dance it out, y'all. We got to dance it out. Even if you think you can't dance, just dance it out. Hello. I'm Shannon O'Hurley. My pronouns are she, her. I am so grateful to be with you this day that love has made. Yes. Can we please thank Brian Harris and the New Thought Messengers? I see you, Joe. Good to see you back, buddy. Happy International Day of Peace. Yes, it is International Day of Peace, and everything I am about to say, when applied, will contribute to international peace. Are you ready? Okay. All right. So, first, here at NTCSL, this is Solidarity September. And I'm kind of out of breath. I was really dancing. You're a shining star, no matter who you are. Okay, focus. Rev Shannon kicked off our Solidarity September so beautifully by teaching us that standing in solidarity with others is actually a spiritual practice, and being in solidarity in your life is a sign of spiritual maturity. And then last week, I talked about the importance of saying the thing out loud. Together, we unpacked this idea that we can use our voice to help create connection, belonging, and freedom. And I invited you to look for ways that you can speak truth to power. I shared with you the story about that neighborhood in New York that experienced ICE agents trying to arrest roofers. If you haven't yet watched or listened to that talk, I invite you into it because this month everything is building on itself. And in that particular community in Rochester, there were roofers, 3 gentlemen on the roof, fixing a roof, and ICE agents tried to arrest them, and the neighbors circled around the house, and within no time, there were over 200 people surrounding the house, and after a period of time, the ICE agents just finally left. So I talked about the importance that those neighbors stood in solidarity together to protect the least among them. I also, last week, talked about the importance of using pronouns. It is simple, compassionate, and it is a way to create instant connection because it makes the trans, non-binary, and folks in the queer community feel safe and seen and welcomed, and it only takes a second. I'm going to say it again. Hello, my name is Shannon O'Hurley. My pronouns are she, her. 1 second. That's it. That's it. Easy, simple, kind, compassionate, loving. That contributes to the global peace process in any space that you are in. It is a connector. And then we took it deeper, and I talked about how often we think loving thoughts, but we don't say them out loud. We're not necessarily socialized in this country. We're better than some. If you've ever lived in the UK, you will know what I mean. We're better than some. I love all the people in the UK, but you know, every society has its sort of rules of what you say out loud. And I'm all for speaking the loving, keyword loving, thoughts out loud. And then, of course, the natural unfoldment of that is when you are thinking loving thoughts, that you say them out loud, but also the idea is that if you are having a difficulty to grow your authenticity, to stand in solidarity in an even greater way, there's an opportunity to actually say the difficult thing. When someone asks you, how are you doing, instead of the rote, I'm fine, how are you? If it's relevant, you might say, I'm having a tough day, actually. And then what will happen? The other person will lean in. This isn't about like, and then happened, and this happened, and that happened, and this happened. It's not that. It's about being honest and authentic and real and true in any given moment and catching yourself when that thing on the news really bothered you, but you're saying, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Fine, how are you? No more. We can no longer afford to do that anymore because we have to name it in real time. And what happens is the moment you say to someone, that thing on the news really bothered me, again, there's a lean in. I hear you. I'm with you. And there's an instant connection. So there is a connection between solidarity and intimacy or relationship. And so last week, really, it was all about sort of the courage to say the thing out loud. And this week, I want to take us deeper to what it means to say the truth out loud or inwardly to yourself. To yourself. We teach in New Thought that everything starts within us first. Everything. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in the world. So, right now we are living in a time where voices are being silenced. Just this week, Jimmy Kimmel was, essentially fired for speaking. And this is reminding all of us how fragile the gift of free speech is starting to feel in our country. And that is why even more it behooves us to get really clear with our inner truth. Therefore, we're speaking more truth out in the world. Do you see what I'm saying? So, our work is not only to stand up for others, but it's also to have the courage to stand up for the truth within ourselves. We must never silence our inner truth. The title of my talk today is Coming Home to Yourself, Cultivating Solidarity Within. And in the context of this conversation, the idea of coming home to yourself really means asking yourself in the most loving way, what is the most authentic way I can be on the inside? So that's what we're going to unpack together. What is the most authentic way I can be on the inside? Again, last week was about bringing your inner truth outward. This week is about listening closely to your inner voice, loving yourself enough to let your inner voice speak clearly and refuse to abandon it. And so in that spirit, I want to celebrate something beautiful happening right here in our community. Our LGBTQIA+ and allies group recently chose a new name. And they chose the name the Rainbow Alliance. Isn't that great? Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Daniel, wherever you are. The Rainbow Alliance, because it felt more authentic. It felt more true to who they are and what they stand for. And that is a prime example of what coming home to yourself looks like. It looks like living from a place that feels real, loving, and free. And sometimes that requires change, or at least a loving commitment to self-awareness. So friends, I ask you a tender but very important question for you just to be with in these next few minutes, and that is, where is it that you have a tendency to abandon yourself? I ask with great love. Where is it in your life that you have a tendency to abandon yourself? And I'm talking about those often unconscious moments when you leave yourself behind. When you silence your voice to fit in, when you feel what you feel on the inside doesn't match your actions on the outside. Sometimes this can happen when you choose to either echo or believe an old lie or a false belief about yourself instead of trusting the truth of your being. We have all done this. You are in great company. Know this. Know this. We all know what it feels like to abandon ourselves, all of us, when we shrink ourselves down or when we decide not to say something. When we edit ourselves, not from a loving place, from a self-defeating place. When we allow our inner critic to take over, maybe there's something you do that is not healthy for your body temple, that's not in alignment. That's another way we can abandon ourselves. We can abandon ourselves by just throwing in the towel for all the wrong reasons, right? And so this self-abandonment, what it does is it costs us our joy and our freedom and our peace. And again, this is the day of international peace. So let's work on that. Because there is good news. There is good news. Whatever reason that we may temporarily abandon ourselves, spirit within us never abandons us. We exit the building, love is right here. Love never leaves us. God never leaves us. Spirit never leaves us. Source never leaves us, whatever word you're comfortable with. The allness of God consciousness is always within us. We leave it, it doesn't leave us. So the real question then is, will you make the decision to cultivate solidarity within that godly, loving place within you? Will you cultivate solidarity within yourself? Are you ready? I have a few thoughts. All right. So the first thing we need to do is we need to catch the lie with compassion. Number one, catch the lie with compassion. We've all been handed lies. Generational or family lies. It's different for everyone. It might sound like, don't get too big for your britches. Anybody? Societal lies. Those lies whisper something like, again, it's different for everyone, but they whisper things like, people like you don't belong in those rooms, or you're not right for that profession, person, level of success, anybody. And then there are religious lies, which can cut the deepest. Religious lies such as, you're not worthy. That was one of the hardest ones that I had to heal from the church of my childhood, is worthiness. And the thing is, most of us grew up digesting those kinds of lies without even realizing it, without even recognizing that we were taking that in and living from that place. Here's the deal. To live a spiritual life is to live a profoundly authentic life. To live a spiritual life is to live a profoundly authentic life. We cannot live an authentic life through the lens of lies about our worth. The great James Baldwin wrote, "You have to decide who you are and force the world to deal with you, not with its idea of you." You have to decide who you are and force the world to deal with you, not with its idea of you. Because when we keep unconsciously looking through the filter of whatever those generational, societal, or religious lies were, life will just keep shaping itself to fit that lie. In quantum physics in the 1920s, physicists Werner Heisenberg and Niels Bohr showed that the act of observing or measuring something actually changes how the particles behave. What? Yeah, it's what's called the observer effect. Metaphysically, it's the same with what we focus on. So what we focus on gains energy and begins to shape our reality. And if we keep focusing on, say, fear, life will keep giving us evidence of things to fear. But if we focus on gratitude, we begin to see and attract more things to be grateful for. This is where science and spirituality meet. In the Sikh tradition, They have a beautiful teaching, and it's the idea that the mind is dyed with the color of its focus. The mind is dyed with the color of its focus. So the question then becomes, what are you focusing on? So here is the spiritual practice to create true solidarity with yourself. Again, first, always notice that old lie. For example, maybe, and again, it's different for everyone, maybe in any given moment you recognize that you're thinking something like, I'm not enough. I can't, I fill in the blank. Can't do it because blah, blah, blah. The second thing is in that moment, and that's key. So the moment that that false belief pops in sometimes it's from nowhere, right? Sometimes it's things we heard when we were really, really little, or in the throes of adolescence. And that tape just replays, right? The key is to catch it. The key is to catch it in the moment and speak the truth about it. You can stop yourself and you can just say, wait, nope, Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you see me doing that anywhere, you know exactly what I'm doing. No. The truth in that moment, you can stop and you can say to yourself, this isn't true. This is just old conditioning. That thought that I just had, that's a lie that never belonged to me. You got it? It never belonged to you. The generational, familial, societal, or religious lies that you were told belonged to the generations and the people that said them, belonged to them. Never belonged to you. Never. So if you can stop and say, that doesn't belong to me, I'm totally worthy. What? And then, and then in the next breath, you have an opportunity to shift it. You have an opportunity to shift it. In our New Thought teaching, we shift by reframing. If you have had any class with me, you have heard me say, pour in the opposite. Pour in the opposite. Pour in the opposite. If the thought pops in, I'm not worthy, catch it. That lie doesn't belong to me. I am more than worthy. I am loved. I am good at this. I am here to do this. I'm here to be this. I'm standing in my truth. Whatever that is for you, reframe it as an affirmation or an inner mantra, whatever that is for you. And you can do it wherever you are. No one will know. Just stop the thought. Don't let it go down the rabbit hole. Don't let it sabotage you. Stop. And in doing it, you're creating solidarity with your soul. You see? The Dhammapada, a Buddhist scripture, says, all that we are is the result of what we have thought. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. And what they're talking about is what you have thought repetitively, not the random weird thoughts that all human beings have. That's not what we're talking about. Talking about, the regular thoughts that you're having. The regular thoughts that you're having. In other words, what we believe about ourselves is the life we live. Whatever the circumstances may be, that's over here. What we believe about ourselves in those circumstances, whatever they may be, is the life we live. And this is why catching any lies that we are telling ourselves, those tapes that can run in our minds, is the very first step to freedom and deep authenticity. Misty Copeland grew up in deep poverty with 5 siblings, often living in motel rooms where the kids shared 2 small rooms and slept on couches and floors. Her mother worked multiple jobs just to keep food on the table. Despite all of that, Misty Copeland grew up to be considered one of the greatest ballerinas of our time. And she didn't start ballet until she was 13 years old, which, if you know anything about the dance world, you're like a senior. You're like a, truly like a senior at 13. They start at 3, right? Typically. So Misty was told by almost every teacher that she was too old, that her body was wrong, that her skin color was wrong, that her family didn't have enough money to provide her with the best training that she had to have. She was told that her dream was impossible. Imagine the lies she was invited to believe. But Misty Copeland didn't abandon herself. She practiced in borrowed spaces with hand-me-down shoes, day in and day out, believing in her dream, changing those tapes, recognizing the lies. And in 2015, she became the first African-American woman promoted to principal dancer, which is the highest rank at the American Ballet Theater, which is one of the top ballet companies in the world. That right there, Misty Copeland, is metaphysics in motion, quite literally. That is the spiritual practice of cultivating inner solidarity. Misty Copeland refused to believe the old lies and the limitations, and in doing so, she redefined what the world of ballet would look like. And as Baldwin reminds us, the world had to adjust. And it did. She changed the face of ballet in the world. And just like Misty, we are all invited to cultivate that powerful kind of inner solidarity, to use our voice for self-love, to claim our own worth, our own belonging, and our own beauty. Yes, you are beautiful, every one of you. So, I would love for us to do a process together. Are you willing? Those of you at home? All right, so let's put this into practice. I invite you to take in a deep, easy breath and a full exhale. Gently close your eyes or just gaze downward at a fixed spot in front of you. Soft gaze, if that's more comfortable for you. And let's take in another deep, nourishing breath. And just let your breath be easy. You may want to put your hand on your heart if that feels comfortable for you. And just gently notice what area in your life do you sometimes have a tendency to abandon yourself? And be gentle here. Do you sometimes shrink back instead of speaking up? Maybe it looks like people-pleasing. Or perhaps for you, when you say yes, even though your heart is saying no. Perhaps you're carrying the false belief that you are somehow less than or not worthy in some way. Or maybe you have a harsh inner critic at times. Maybe you're currently making choices that are not good or healthy for your well-being. Whatever it may be for you, just very gently be curious and compassionate. And just notice any way that you have a tendency to sometimes abandon yourself. Just gently notice without judgment. Be very gentle here, loves. And now with your next breath, you have the opportunity to align with the truth of your soul, with your loving inner spirit, which only knows love and the highest truth. Allow your heart space to open even a little more. and feel the unconditional love of the divine within you. And in this next breath, I invite you to give yourself full permission to have immovable, unshakable solidarity with your soul. Solidarity with the part of you that is God, the part of you of love, of spirit, of source. And I invite you to silently say after me, I affirm solidarity with my soul. I stand in my truth. I am worthy of all good. I am profoundly loved. Feel this truth settle into your being. Just really let it land for you, softly, powerfully, gracefully. And in your next breath, simply allow full and complete alignment within your body temple, knowing that you have within you the holy strength to stay true to yourself, to be in solidarity with yourself, and to love yourself unconditionally. And when you are ready, I invite you to begin to feel the air in the room and the seat beneath you, and very gently open your eyes. Let's all take a deep breath together. Friends, this is the spiritual practice of cultivating solidarity within you. It doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it's actually very simple. You can return to your own version of this process at any time. And really, it's just on the breath, that gentle reminder. I am worthy, I am loved. Of course I can do this. I affirm solidarity with my soul. That's all. That's all. That's all. Ernest Holmes wrote, "We are born to be free, to be unbounded, to express the infinite." We are born to be free, to be unbounded, to express the infinite. That is why we are here. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that magnificent? That's the truth of every single one of us. Truth with a capital T will always outshine the lie. Always. Standing in solidarity with your soul will always shrink the false belief. Always. So, this week, notice or catch the lie with compassion. Catch the lie with compassion. When you notice the old tape playing, please don't judge yourself, just notice it, and then what? Pour in the opposite. When? That instant, reframe that lie with the truth. Catch it, pour in the opposite. I stand in my truth. I am worthy of good. I am profoundly loved. My words matter. And for good measure, for those of you who are, dare I say, overachievers, nobody in this room, The cherry on the top with this practice is every morning just ask yourself, where can I stay true to myself today? Where can I stay true to myself today? Or as I did this morning when I was walking my little dog, Spirit, give me the strength to stand in solidarity with my soul in every breath. Spirit, give me the strength to stand in solidarity with my soul in every moment. And then listen closely. Listen how Spirit guides you, the ongoing, ever-giving, continuous conversation that Spirit is having with us, breath by breath by breath, guiding us in every moment. The more you tune into that, the more authentic your life will be, the more spiritual your life will be, the more peaceful you will be, and the more peace we will have on the planet. Let's pray. I invite the practitioners to come down forward, and the practitioners online to move into prayer with me and just help anchor all of this. Let's take another deep breath in. Feeling the love, the authentic, unconditional, true love of God, of Spirit, of Source, of quantum consciousness, of ultimate reality, of the I Am, of Yahweh, of Allah, of Spirit, of whatever word you use. Let it be known in this next breath that this love at the center of us is the most true thing about us. It is that which woke us up this day. This love, this same love, is to our left and our right, above us, below us, in front of us, behind us, surrounding us, is this love of Spirit from the inside out and the outside in. There is one thing happening here, and it is the activity of divinity. And as we turn toward it in even greater and greater ways, we are reminded that we are one with this divinity, with this love, with this grace, with God itself. And so what a blessing it is to be together in this one human family, expressing this love in greater and greater ways, catching ourselves in a moment of compassion when we stray, when we forget the indwelling love at the center of our being, coming back to center, reframing, speaking the truth. I am loved. I am worthy. I am good enough. I am here for a purpose. And the purpose is love. And so in this moment, I say a special blessing to all of our friends and our family that are friends, knowing this same exact love is right where they are and is right where there are any places on the planet that are calling for a greater expression and experience of love, all places that have been hurt by violence, challenge, difficulty of all kinds. Together we affirm that the love of Spirit is there too. Of course it is. What a blessing it is to celebrate this one human family, and in it I bless all people this week who gather in churches and synagogues and temples and mosques and centers for spiritual living and ashrams, yoga mats, kitchen tables, wherever love is spoken, wherever love is practiced, wherever love is turned to for strength. On behalf of each of us, I bless our one human family. And I affirm for each of us overflowing blessings this week in our hearts, peace, and on the planet, peace. With great gratitude, I rest in this. I let it be, and I let it become. And so it is. Blessed, blessed be. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Reverend Shannon, thank you for that very, very timely reminder and a tool
to go along with it. Oh, I love us. Hey, I have some things to talk to you all about, and they're really fun and good things. Those of you online, stay tuned. I have important information for you. Don't go anywhere. Those of you who have been with us the last week or so know that we are right in the middle of our yearly pledge drive. And before we even talk about it, I have someone who would like to share something with you. I'd like to introduce you to one of our members who live in Colorado. John, can you roll that video for us? Here she comes.
Hi, everyone. I'm Erica, and I'm joining you here from Colorado. I'm a first-time pledger to the center, and they asked if I would mind sharing with all of you why I made that decision, and I'm happy to do that. I've been involved with Centers for Spiritual Living for over 15 years, taken many classes, volunteered, been of service, and when I found CSL, I really felt like I came home, and many of you probably can relate to that. Several years ago, a dear friend of mine encouraged me to start following the center online, and I have never looked back. And I felt like I really came home again, but in a much more meaningful, deeper way because of just a closer alignment with my personal values and the values of the center. Progressive, inclusive, social justice, doing the work out in the community, and it just means a lot to me. So in addition to being a first-time pledger, I'm also acting on my call that I received last year, and that is to start practitioner studies. So I've started Practitioner 1 studies at the center, and I just am so thrilled, and I just really can't wait to see how things evolve and how I can be a greater impact to this wonderful community that I so dearly love.
Thank you, Erica. I loved how she talked about coming home, how when she showed up for the first time online, she felt that she was coming home to a community that shared her values and what she saw as sacred work in the world. So thank you for that, Erica. I've gotten to talk to y'all about my why. I'd like to just provide an opportunity here for you to just take a moment and ask yourself why. Why do you show up? Why do you contribute? When we hold those whys, our contributions are so sacred. So this is our pledge form. And I want to tell you, for just real quick, the difference between giving and pledging. Many, if not most of you, are contributors in one way or another. But when you document for us what you plan to give over the next year or so, what that does is that allows us to have information, a little bit of predictability when we are doing our budgeting work. So if you are a giver, my God, thank you. I'm wondering if you might be willing to also be a pledger. The only difference is that you make that sacred commitment within yourself and share that information with us. When you become a pledger, Carolyn writes your name down on one of these little cards, and we're going to have a raffle in a few weeks. We're going to draw 3 names. 3 people are going to have the opportunity to have a free class or a free workshop. So that's the difference between being a giver and a pledger. We're asking all of us to consider what is ours to do and become a pledger today. This is our general pledge. Several of you have asked, hey, how can I also contribute to paying off the building? Hey, I accept all checks. All money you can contribute at any time. We are here for that. And that is going to be a separate campaign that we're going to be working on for 2026. This is our regular giving campaign. And if you would like to give above and beyond that, we're here for it. What else? You can fill this out. Please consider what's yours to do. You can drop it in the offering basket, or we'll have greeters at the doors on the way out. You can drop it on those baskets on the way out, or bring it back with you next week. For those of you online, the link is in your chat box right now, I'm sure. I'm guessing, but I'm sure. Just go to newthoughtcsl.org, and there's a Ways to Give button right at the top. I think that's it. So this is also our time for conscious giving, so I'm going to invite the ushers to come forward with our baskets. And for everything that you give, know that a portion of that goes out to organizations that are putting feet to our values, and it is so, so wonderful. So I'd like for us to speak a word of blessing on all of it. You might want to hold your gift to your heart or reach out your hands for the baskets. Reach out your hands to this pledge. I'm blessing that too. And let's speak our blessing together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. All right, thanks, y'all. Help me welcome Brian Harris and the New Thought Messengers.
Hello. All right, let's do this. Please, if you're moved to stand within your seat, move your body as you're able. Wake up and breathe in deeper than yesterday. Take on the morning like your soul's been remade. Roll down the windows, let your cares fly away. Good things are yours to claim, you don't have to wait. All across the sky, new mercies rise, and the future's bright. This is a new day, everything's bursting with hope, coming alive. This moment, this is a rebound, no looking back anymore. Open your eyes, it's coming, this is a new day. The old has gone away, the old has gone away, this is a new day. Don't let it slip away, don't let it slip away. Go on and reignite impossible dreams. Become the one you never thought you could be. All across the sky, new mercies rise, and the future's bright. This is a new day, everything's bursting with hope, coming alive. This moment, you got a freedom, no looking back anymore. Open your eyes. This moment, this is a new day. The old has gone away, the old has gone away. This is a new day. Don't let it slip away, don't let it slip away. This is a new day. The old has gone away, the old has gone away. This is a new day. Don't let it slip away, don't let it slip away. Love hasn't given up on you. Love hasn't given up on you. Love is making the old things new today and every single day. Love hasn't given up on you. Love hasn't given up on you. Love hasn't given up, hasn't given up. Hey, this is a new day. Everything's bursting with hope, coming alive. This moment, you got a freedom, no looking back anymore. Open your eyes, it's coming, this is a new day. The old has gone away, the old has gone away, this is a new day. Don't let it slip away, don't let it slip away, this is a new day. The old has gone away, the old has gone away, this is a new day. Don't let it slip away, don't let it slip away, this is a new day. Thank you very much.
Man, it's good to have you on that microphone, Brian Harris. Woo! Sorry, Rand. He hates it when I yell in the mic. Hey, I have a few quick announcements for you, and the first announcement that I have for you is not on my list. I want to let this beloved community know that on Friday night, I got to facilitate the vow renewal of two really beloved congregants, Kate and her beautiful bride, Rihanna. Please. It was a beautiful ceremony under the trees at the beautiful home of Irene, and food by Pam. And Kate told me, she said, I couldn't have done this without my community. And I said, and why would you want to? So wedding blessings on you both. All right, now for the business. Y'all have heard, if you've been around, that there's a forgiveness workshop that I'm facilitating next week, and I want to tell you two things about it. The first thing I want to tell you, somebody asked me this morning, which modality are you using this time? Is it X, Y, or Z? And I said, no. This is brand new. I'm working on a technique to hand you that you can take into your life and use in a moment or in an hour, that will serve you really well moving forward in your life. So this is both an in-person and hybrid event, so everyone can join us. The thing that I'm getting more and more clear about as I work on creating this workshop is that unforgiveness creates blocks in our mental, emotional, physical, and energetic bodies. And these blocks limit our good. They keep us from experiencing our good. So this technique that we're going to be working on next week really will change your life. So I'd like to invite you to join me. It's a 2-hour workshop, Freedom and Forgiveness, next Sunday, September 28th, in person online. It's going to be at 12:45 Pacific. You can register on the website, newthoughtscsl.org, and click on the workshops, classes, or tabs. Please join us. It's going to be really powerful. It's going to be right here in the sanctuary, and it's going to be a really powerful 2 hours that will change your life. Also coming up, y'all, we have some really cool stuff coming up. First of all, I want you to, I'm just going to list some save the date items. You're going to want to mark these down. Our first annual Petite Retreat, led by the wonderful Rev Shannon O'Hurley, is going to be on Saturday, October 25th, right here in the building, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in person only. $125 for the day, includes lunch, and we will have some needs-based scholarships available. So please join us for our first ever Petite Retreat, a one-day retreat right here in the building. Also, we have so much amazing stuff happening. Beyond Limits starts October 15th. Mark your calendar to save the date for our harvest celebration on November 14th. And of course, our beloved holiday candlelight service this year will be on December 23rd. So mark your calendars for that. Volunteers are needed for our greeter and welcome team, y'all. There's a sign-up form on the welcome table in the foyer and in the information table in the community hall. If you're watching online from home today, but you're local and you'd like to sign up for this, just email office@newthoughtscsl.org. Be that face of love, that presence of love when someone first walks in the door. It's a beautiful way to get to know your community a little bit better. And y'all, as Reverend Shannon's coming up, remember to send in your Solidarity September photos to photos@newthoughtscsl.org.
Some of your photos, they are wonderful. Just wait. So I want to thank all of you who are here in person. Thank you for helping to co-create this experience together. I want to thank all of you online who are watching right now from Nebraska, Oregon, Colorado, California, Germany, and Mexico. Thank you for joining us. Practitioners, come on up. I also want to invite the practitioners in the room to come on down to the front. They will be available for prayer for you. If you have anything that you are holding or that is weighing on your heart, all you need to do is come up to them, give them like a minute, say this is what it is, and they take it from there. And avail yourself of this. It's such a gift. Those of you online, our beloved practitioners, Cindy Gomez and Annette Nelson, thank you again so much for hosting our online community today. They will be moving into a private prayer room as well to be available for you. Our dear heart Cindy Koski is going to be at the welcome table. If you are new or newish and you have any questions at all, she will be able to give you all of those answers. Just know that following our final song, this space turns into a place of prayer and meditation. So we invite you to If you have kiddos today, get them first, then come on downstairs to our gift shop, and we have lots of nosh and great company down there. So please do stand as you are able, if you would, beloveds. I'm so grateful to each of you, too, who helped this beautiful service. Thank you. Are we ready for solidarity within this week? All right. May you go in the light, as the light, and with the light until we meet again. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Have a good week. Mwah.
I release, I let go, I let